Give him a
Do
good
you
beat.
think they draft Hooker? That is a question here. I gotta ask you guys. Let me get this right for the overlay right now. Do you think we draft Hendon Hooker, Ant-Man?
No, purely because I think we're drafting a backup or we're drafting a development guy, and age is not on his side. And if I'm drafting Hooker, I'm doing it to start him next year because he needs to start sooner rather than later. So, no, I don't think they will.
What do you think, Mark? Do you think they draft Hendon Hooker?
Well, I know they talked to him today. I heard they talked to him, but I say there's a good chance. I can't say yes or no, but there is. I think there's a definite chance. These quarterbacks, he is 25, like Ant Man said. He's got the age thing going against him, but the kid was a stud, man, before the injury, and I think there's a good chance he could be took. And quarterbacks can play well into the 30s, so it's not like age is that big of a deal, but it is it is out there definitely. So I'm going to say a hard maybe.
I think they are. I got told yesterday that they're really looking at Hendon Hooker potentially with the second round pick with the Vikings fit pick. So keep an eye on that. I think they are looking, and that could be one that they could get for sure. Hendon Hooker. Will they? I don't know, but that's the rumors. But can you believe everything right now? No. Question mark. Why don't you like Drew Sanders?
I never said I didn't like Drew Sanders. I think it was either pick. I was told to either pick Campbell or Sanders, and I just prefer Campbell better. That's all. I like Drew Sanders a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm taking Campbell over him. That's it.
Any chance Evan Brown comes back? No, he's not going to be coming back. He's going to get a $10 million contract, probably for 3 years with another team with the starter. As much as we love him, he's not coming back. And it'll be addressed on tomorrow's video. How do you feel about the Jaylen Carter situation? I was waiting for this one here.
Yep.
I guess we'll go through it. I don't even know your guys' opinions on this, so I'll give you my thought. Here's the deal. We don't know the situation, what happened. I'm always a person, I wants to wait and see the facts of everything that comes out. But I have two questions that I want answers, unrelated to what's going on with the police and investigation. I want to know an answer to this question. Did he see the car wreck, and did he keep going? If he saw the car wreck, his teammate get in a car wreck, and he decided to just continue to leave, I think that's disgraceful. I absolutely do. If my teammate, got in a car wreck and I did something stupid, I'd at least stop, try to help out regardless. If I see somebody on the side of the road, or if there was a wreck that happened in front of me, I would stop. It happened many times when I was in Kuwait. A lot of car accidents, you stop for it because that's just the way. I mean, that's the human nature. If he didn't see it, I'm less upset about it. That would be the question for me. What do you got, Mark, about the Jaylen Carter situation?
I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I want to know a little more details about it. Um, I don't. I'm not going to sit here and drag his name through the mud because I don't know a lot of the details. Drag racing is a thing. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. Obviously, someone lost their life. Two people lost their lives. It's a tragic story. But like you said, Mike, if fleeing the scene of the crime is a big red flag there. Did he see it like you said? That's the situation there. There were some drinks involved too. It's two misdemeanors right now. It could get worse, and there's going to be lawsuits too with the families. Obviously, with the two gentlemen that lost their lives, rest in peace to those guys. But I don't think Jaylen Carter's a bad human being. I'm not going to drag his name to them, but like I said, but there's a couple questions that need to be answered definitely. And Mike, you nailed it. Like, did he see the wreck? Did he took off? He left and came back 90 minutes later. That's a situation. Like, why'd you do that? Like, he's got everything to lose, of course, but you can't be fleeing the scene of the crime like that, especially if you saw one of your boys go down like that. So some questions that need to be answered, but I'm not going to drag him through the mud just quite yet, man. I just want to know more details.
Yeah, and I always believe, look, you got to wait for the actual information to come out. It just happened yesterday. Stories are going to change. That's my question. It's not even well, he didn't go to jail and misdemeanor over felony. I don't really care about that. If you leave your friend, you've seen it happen, and you're like, I'm out of here, that to me is a character flaw I don't want on my team. But if you didn't see it happen, you had no idea, that's different. I mean, of course we all do stupid stuff and make mistakes, but to me that's a character flaw if you've seen it happen.
And he lied to the cops too, right? And he
Yeah.
lied to the cops.
I get it, he lied to the police. Maybe he was afraid.
Yeah.
I want more facts to come out, but that's my take on it. Did you see it or did you not? What about you, Ant-Man? Thoughts on the Jaylen Carter situation?
Yeah, I'm not going to say a word about it till I know more. I've seen some very nasty things said about him. I don't believe in that. You don't know what happens. You're not there. So I'm going to wait and see. But I certainly ain't going to rubbish his name until anything comes out otherwise. So I'm not saying no.
Yeah, I think you just wait for the facts. And that's the most important thing. Let the investigation play out. Let the facts play out. And it's not like the draft's tomorrow. So there you go. I like that approach. I think that's the smartest way to go. How about Jake Haener? I love Jake Haener. Did good in the Senior Bowl. I had him initially as a 7th-round pick. I think he'll go in the 5th round, maybe even a 4th round. That would be a good developmental quarterback for sure if they wanted to go that route in the 5th round. If he's there, that's what I'm looking at. What do you think about Haener, Ant-Man?
Yeah, like you say, he's a really good quarterback. He's got a good story behind him. Had good success with Fresno State. Went back there this year. They won the Mountain West, so ended his college career on a high. He's undersized, but I don't really care about that. You see him with Bryce. It doesn't really matter if you're there. He's got the arm on. He's got the traits you need. So yeah, I wouldn't be upset with it. There's other guys later on I would like, but that is just a personal preference. But as a quarterback, I think he can definitely play on Sundays.
Mark, question for you. I would like to see the Lions double dip linebackers. What do you guys think of that? What do you think about double dipping in
Absolutely,
the linebacker
man.
position?
It's my favorite position in football. I played it. It's something that we truly need, and we got some young guys, but why not go after? But why?
The greatest question just happened.
I'm all for double dipping because there's some good linebackers in there, but that's a fantastic question, and that just threw me right off.
Jordy Manchin, I'm sorry, I had to move away, says, where's the hair? Hashtag, where's the hair? It's not here. It says, do you have a preference drafting, signing bald players? Yeah, look, if you're bald, you got to be on this football team. Skipper, he started it. Love what Skipper did. Come on, man. You're killing me here, dog. You're killing me here, man. That was a great question. Let's keep doing questions. Hashtag Lions. Let me know in the comment section about that. Here is a question, a legitimate one. I'll send to the Ant-Man. If you like to draft said linebackers early and see if we can get both Campbell and Sanders, how about that? If you could get both Sanders and Campbell, Ant-Man, would you do it?
I'd double dip at linebacker. Yeah. I don't know. I just love Henley. Henley's got to be in my double dip. I can't not have a double dip without him. Because I think he's going to be better than even Trenton Simpson in a few years. So I'll double dip early though. 2 of those top 5 picks, if they're going to be guys, I'll take 2.
Elijah Hannah says, love the chat and hit the like button. It's free. 175 in here. Let's go. One Pride. Absolutely. Smash that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. And if you're watching this after the fact, smash that like button, folks. Definitely. Let's see. Shows with trades. We could pick up 2 stellar linebackers close together. That is an option, right? If you trade back from 6 to 8 or 9, good chance you're going to pick up a 2nd-round pick. Very well could do something like that. That is the greatness of trades, and that's why we all want to trade back. That's why we all did a trade back on here, and that's why even the fans did a trade back on here. You see it, you can still get a same type of player at 6 than you can at 8, 9. And I think that's the big deal here. Dragon fan, Lions. I did a mock on PFF in the grade my draft at 6. Bryce Young, 18. Brian Brzee, 48. Deontay Banks, Andre Carter, Sam Laporta, Jacorian Bennett, Cam Jones, and Eric Gray. If Bryce Young fell the Lions at 6, I would be absolutely shocked, stunned.
Yeah.
I would say there's no way that would happen. Right there, I know a lot of people, you don't want to go quarterback. I'm sorry, Bryce Young's sitting there. I think I got to do it, man.
Bryce Young sitting there, you cannot pass him up at 6.
I got to give the Brian Brzee pick right there at 18. It seems to be that's a spot there. What do you think about the Brian Brzee pick, Ant-Man?
I'm so conflicted with Brzee. He has the potential to be great, but there's just too many flags for me with the game, and I can't. I'd sooner Kansas instead. He could be a really good player, but I just think the bust rate is a lot higher than others around him. So, no, not me personally. Not me personally.
I think
I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I feel the same way about Brzee. I'm confused on him, man.
I think Brian Brzee is confused on himself as well. I think that's
maybe.
Yeah, he looked dynamite earlier, and I'm there thinking, God damn it! You know, I can't. I really want to like him, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
Did he do well today? Did he do well in the pajamas?
I think he was.
Yeah, he did pretty
well
good.
In the pajamas.
I'm a person that watches it on the field as well. We got a $5 super chat from Paul Ginder here, #FGB. Hey, guys, do you think Jaylen Carter gets drafted? If so, who do you think drafts him? Yeah, absolutely he's going to get drafted. There's no doubt about it. We don't really know right now. There's so much going on. He absolutely is going to get drafted. He will. It's going to happen. I don't know where. Maybe Dallas, if he falls a little bit. If not, we don't know the situation right now. If everything kind of calms up and it's shown that he really didn't do anything that big of a deal, like it was, he didn't see it and all that, I think he'll probably be top 5. If he's seen it as shown, he probably is at that 10-ish area. What do you think about? I don't even. It's hard to tell because we don't have the facts.
It's just hard to tell right now. Like, the guy is overall a top 3 talent in this draft. But it's a misdemeanor right now. We don't know if it turns into a felony. This question has more to it. But as of right now, it kind of sounds like we don't know what's happening. Like, you read a bunch of articles about it, and it sounds like he's gonna walk, or nothing's going to happen to him about it, but we still don't know the details 100%. So he's going to get drafted, though, man, especially if it just stays at the 2 misdemeanors. He won't fall far. He won't fall.
Thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, he's not going to fall that far. He will get drafted. I think that's for sure going to happen. Is Lamar a real possibility? No, he's not a possibility. The Lions aren't going to trade for him. They're staying with Jared Goff. You heard what Brad Holmes said. You heard what Dan Campbell said. He is the quarterback. They're looking for a backup role in free agency and a developmental in the draft. He's not a possibility. It's not happening.
Lamar Jackson quit on his team. I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with that guy. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think he quit on the Ravens.
I don't know about quitting on a team.
I think
we don't know the injury.
I felt like he didn't even show up to the game, bro.
I think that team's in shambles. You've seen all the stuff with Rashad Bateman today.
His quarterback called him out.
Mess.
Yeah, his own head coach called out Lamar Jackson. Called him out. So I don't know, man. I think, like you said, man, shambles is right.
What do you think about Lamar situation there? Do you think, Ant-Man, there's any chance? I give it a 0% chance.